Yo, people, what's going on? Match day again. We're back. Si, what you saying, bruv? Can't hear you. Man's looking all muted off.
Oh, yeah. I'm on mute. What are you telling me?
I'm calm. What you saying, bro?
No, man, I'm just watching this North London derby, man. You know what I'm saying? I think Arsenal have bagged it again, man. Finessing the North London like it's always been, man. You know what I'm saying to you, man?
Yeah, but to be fair, they've been a better team.
Yeah, to be fair, they have fun. Game plans worked. They're dropping Aubameyang. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big move. They did that. And you know what, man? You know what I'm saying? He's done his thing, man. North London's red.
That's what I'm saying. The teams are out. Rashford's been rushed back again from this ankle injury. Gone back to Lindelof and Maguire at the back. Put the West Ham lineup in there, please. Yeah, sure. Left back, Fred McTominay double pivot again, which is diabolically bad. And then you've got Fernandes, James, Rashford, Greenwood. We'll see what happens today. That's all I could say. You know them. That's all I could say. In it, I don't like that double pivot at all. And yeah, just is what it is, man. Rashford. Hopefully, Rashford's on the right and Greenwood's up front. Hopefully, Greenwood gets a run up front because Greenwood on the right hasn't really. It hasn't been bearing any fruit. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I'm fearful, man, tonight up front, man. They got a good defense, man. I think they play 5 at the back again. I think, you know what I'm saying to you, they're proper old school defenders, man. Is it Dawson? You know what I mean? In there. Diop. You know, they're physically strong. You know what I mean? Zero ball retention. Can we get the ball up top? It's, you know what, man? I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think it might have to be a Bruno job today, bro. Little Bruno kind of, you know, it might have to be one of them days where Bruno pops up and saves us, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Up front, can't see it.
Look at their team. No, I mean Cresswell, Dawson, Diop, Johnson, cool. They got Rice, Noble, Souček, Bowen, Antonio. They got a good team.
And you see how they've gone with Noble in there as well.
Yeah,
kind of like, you know, we bully Fred or something like that. You know
yeah,
what I
and
mean?
the thing is, Noble and Rice moved to us. Yeah, last time we played them, bruv, last season. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's gonna be a tight game today. I think we're lucky that Jesse Lingard's not playing. That's one thing I would say.
But Dave Moyes just thought, you know what, come out there with a nice little draw, you know what I mean, and just, you know what I mean, suffocate them. I think they got Johnson. I think Johnson, I believe, played last time against Rashford, and Rashford couldn't get the better of him.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case today again, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? It'll be interesting. And James is playing instead of Diallo, which we knew was going to happen.
Yeah, we knew that.
Diallo's come in, scored, yeah. And yeah, he's come in and scored, and then he's not in, bro. So some joke thing, bro. Like, honestly.
But that for me was a given, because if you look at it, you want to be very, very harsh. You know, what's Diallo going to play if Martial was never injured? You know what I mean? Let's be ideal.
Yeah, but he wasn't, though. Do you know what I mean?
He wasn't.
But the thing is, cool, he stumbled upon something. Let him have a go, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Let him have a go. And then obviously everyone's seeing the news of an Ole new contract or something, even though I don't know what the sources are anyway and how credible the sources are from what I've seen. Yeah, the first thing I saw that broke was from the Sun, bruv, and that doesn't really mean anything to me.
I heard it from the Mirror first. The Mirror.
Do you know what I mean?
From the journalists, so
yeah,
you know what I mean. But sometimes, man, them kind of bad news is, man, they turn out to be one of them where it could be a reality, man. I just don't want to even focus on that. I just want to get over this game, bro, and just get the 3 points, man. Because you know what I'm saying, top 4 looking sticky, bro, especially with Leicester winning 5-0 today. Yeah, I mean they're looking how, you know what I mean. It's crazy, man. They got injuries, yeah, but I know it's Sheffield United, but we could have beat them. You know what I mean? And they're putting in. I mean, all of a sudden, in the actuals coming out of nowhere, you get me? Without Maddison, without Barnes, you know?
That's what I'm saying. We got Tim here as well, from King Apparel, bruv. Yo, West Ham fan, how you feeling today, bruv?
I'm good, man. I'm good. A little bit nervous because we've got a lot on the line right now. Top losing at the moment, so it'll be an interesting game. It was tight. I thought it was really tight at the London Stadium. But you guys had that bit of quality that we didn't have in the second half. But it might be a bit different today because you've got a few players missing, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it's mad. I don't really know, man. I'm not confident, bro. I mean, I'm not
You know what I
confident.
predicted for
can't
this
even lie.
game? You know,
Yeah, what's that?
I ain't gonna lie to him. I predicted a 1-1. You know.
Yeah, score draw. I
That's what
think
I
it's
think.
gonna
That's
be
what I
one of
think.
those.
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be a
1-1,
score draw
1-1.
today. I can't see us beating them, and if we do beat them, yeah, like how? Because I think that they're gonna score today. So I think we need to
Yeah.
score 2 goals to win today, and I don't know where we're getting 2 goals from.
Mm.
Now, I mean, I don't know where we're getting 2 goals from, man. If Greenwood pops up out of nowhere and does a madness, like it'll be great, innit? Like Rashford, I'm not expecting much from him. He's been rushed back from injury, and even then, he hasn't been playing well anyway. And then Dan James is Dan James, innit? You can't be relying on him for goals. If he scores, it's a bonus, innit? But he's not a goal scorer. So, like, when I look at that, unless it's a penalty, like, I don't know how we score more than 1 goal. Like, I don't.
West Ham are definitely starting off to contain you guys because I just saw the lineup. So Noble's playing and Johnson's playing. So that suggests he's playing a back 5 with like not 3 defensive midfielders. He'll play Noble or Souček in that number 10 role to start with. And then he's got Fornals and Ben Rama on the bench. So he's going to bring them on in the second half. So it looks like he wants to contain the game for like 45 minutes, see what happens. And you've got obviously you got Antonio to deal with this time. You didn't have last time.
Yo, we
and
didn't
that's
have him.
Antonio against Lindelof.
Yeah,
no
he's a
thingy
nightmare.
today. No Bailly today.
Not even on the bench, innit?
I don't know, man.
But you got Fernandes, and if Fernandes is playing, you guys can unlock anything. Like he can change games.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think Fernandes will be the key today. I think everywhere else, I'm not. Rashford, is he half fit? He's been rushed again. You know what I mean? Is he even? You know what I mean? Is he stable? You got James, not really confident. Midfield for me, no creativity at all, mate. You know, you're looking at Mark Noble, mate. You know, Declan Rice, and I'm worried. That's for me. Yeah, exactly. The midfield for me. I just look at Mark Noble and what's his name, Souček and Declan Rice, mate. I just look and I think we're gonna get bullied in there. It's solid, man.
Solid in there,
very
man.
solid.
You got industry in there. You got technical ability in there. Do you know what I mean? You got a little bit of everything.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think he's playing Bowen up front or alongside Antonio. That's how he's going to start. So it's all about hard work because Bowen's really industrious. So he will get back to help defend. So I think he's quite cautious, Moyes. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's going to go all guns blazing right away, but I think he's planning. If the game's tight, he's going to go for it in the second half. I think.
And the game against Man City proved that. I know you had Lingard in that pitch, but you know, Man City needed 2-headed goals to get past you guys. And I thought West Ham on that day, I thought they were good enough to get a draw. They you know what I mean? It was a bit harsh on them. So if you're looking at Man City, all of Man City's kind of qualities, you know, 2 headers.
But you guys are up and down though. Like you beat them 2-0, like convincingly. So who knows what Man U's going to turn up?
But this is the thing, like you guys, last time we played you never had the Antonio out ball. Now you have it.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? And you could tell that was what was missing.
We were winning 1-0 and Haller had a 1-on-1. He went round the goalie and he fell over. That was Antonio. That's a goal.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just those moments of quality where we could put that game to bed. Even in the second half, right at the start, Bowen slid in at the far post and should have just poked it away. And we let you off, and then you come back, and I know the ball went out of the pitch, but you scored 3 bangers in that game.
And also,
that was the difference. Like
the FA Cup as well. The FA Cup, you know, you had the Yarmolenko tight game. We did that McTominay kind of, you know, the run from Martial into Shaw, and then obviously, you know, we got to go. But that was a tight game as well, you know. And I just feel like we're playing West Ham at the worst possible time, man. They're confident, they're arrogant now. I feel like West Ham look like men, mate. You know, men. You know, they look honestly, man. They look
like, though. They look like a team full of men. It's true. When you look at the Souček, Rice, Noble, Antonio, do you know what I mean? Both just some big men, and then we got flipping Dan James and Greenwood, and like it just looks a bit soft in there, innit?
Yeah,
it looks a bit soft, and it looks like them guys can get roughed up today.
Yeah, we don't. West Ham, we're not scared of any team now. Like, and I'm not saying we're the most skillful side, but we're so well organised. We're the only team in the Premier League that has not conceded a goal from an error. We haven't conceded 1 goal from an error. So we know that organisation is there to take on the big teams. And our record against the top 6 sucks. Everyone below that traditional Sky top 6, we haven't lost against any one of them. But we've lost City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. You know, the traditional top 6. You guys have beaten us already. And the only team outside that I think is Newcastle at the start of the season, which was just like first game. Anything can happen first game. You know, so it'd be interesting. It'd be a fun game.
I think for me as well, you know what I mean? Like for me, Dawson's been an absolute revelation, mate. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe, you know, I thought Dawson, he was awful for Watford last season. And I was like, nah.
Everyone at West, we were all like the same. We were pissed when he signed. It just seemed like a stopgap. And he was on loan as well. So I don't think they really had the intention of playing him. But when he got his opportunity, he's just shoved that down everyone's throat. Everyone's been happy to admit they were wrong. Because he's been amazing. Like, so solid. You know, he's just no nonsense centre back. He's like, you know, one of them trenches players, like a first man over the top. That's what he's like. You know, you're just reliable.
But that's what I'm saying. And you need that. You need that, especially if you're going to be able to mix it up with the big boys, man. And I don't know, it's looking like you lot could be playing in Europe next season, bro. If you keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's tight. I'm happy that no one's talking about us still in the media. They're like, oh, West Ham, no chance, you know. And we like it like that because, you know, Everton lost yesterday. Chelsea dropped points. Spurs are losing. Leicester won 5-0 earlier, but that's to be expected. But Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs are lost now. Yeah, it's game's over.
Okay, so you know they've dropped points. So it's our opportunity now to put on. If we win, we got a game in hand on Chelsea, level points in 4th. You know, we're level 4. So we got some tough games coming up, man. We got you guys, Arsenal, Leicester, Wolves, all in the next set of games. Like that's, you know, they're not easy games, but
they're not. But your manager, the way he's got you man organised, I think you can come out of it with a decent number of points. Like, I look at all them games.
If we do, then we're in a good position.
Yeah, man, I look at all them games and I'm like, West Ham can get points here. Do you know what I mean? Maybe not the West Ham of old, I wouldn't have thought that. But now when I look at it, it's mad, bro. Like I feel like this game is going to be a hard watch, man. If you're a United fan, I think this is going to be a very, very hard watch. I think that West Ham are going to stifle us, make it very difficult, not leave many gaps. Our front players are going to be starved of the ball. And they say it all the time. They say that the midfield always kind of dictates the kind of football that you're going to see in it and where the momentum's going to lie. And I just think that West Ham's midfield are just so much better than us right now.
Yeah, to be fair to you guys, we started quite slow in the last couple of games. Like the Leeds game, we were slow and they scored a couple of goals which were like disallowed. And then we just rolled over them for like half hour, got our goals and just put the game to bed. But we got to stop. If we start slow, we're in trouble. So we've got to start on the front foot. But United didn't, you know, as much as like people say they've been up and down, they're second. They've been playing well. Like if you look at the season as a whole, I'm surprised at how well we're doing. You know, because we weren't too sure about, still not too sure about, to be honest with you. But you're getting the results, and you will be in the top 4. There's no way United is dropping out of that top 4. I don't think. Can't see it. I think they'll finish second or third.
I think that's not been, for me, that's been the kind of a short-term issue for United. Top 4 was always, for me, you get me, like a priority, but it's the manner of the way we play football, you know, for a club like our level. You know, it's not been great on the eye, you know what I mean? We've been getting through games, and obviously, you know, we're looking for trophies. You know, can you see Ollie winning trophies? I'm not sure. So it's been a weird one. You know, the season's been a weird season, but we're still, 17 points behind City? You know, we're basically like the best of the rest, basically. You know what I mean? Best of what?
Yeah, but City have run away with it. Like, it's no, I don't think it's like on Man U, the whole league's behind them.
But it feels like the other day we were ahead of them. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I'm laughing at this whole thing, because we're saying we're the best of the rest. But if we played the rest right now, I wouldn't be confident about beating all of them.
Yeah, there you go then. And that's
that's what it is, bro. It just so happens, that Chelsea never sacked their manager a month earlier, or else we wouldn't be ahead of them. There's no chance. I mean, these guys ain't even conceding goals right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where I look at it, if we're stuck with this manager for another year, Chelsea will leapfrog us next season, no doubt.
So what are you boys saying? They reckon he's signing a new deal.
They're saying that, but I don't know how much credibility there is in that. However, The
You'd
fact
hope so.
that we've got
You'd
a
hope
new
not, innit?
director of they've changed and given the director of football and the football director crap here, and they're shuffling up the hierarchy at the club, and it tends to be his mates. It stinks of them keeping him on, but why would you hand out medals before the race is finished, bro? Like, if Man United finish second or third this season, it's not an improvement, on anything that we've done before with no trophies, because we ain't gonna win no trophies this season. Like, we might go out to AC Milan. We might go out the Europa League, mate. Like, literally, we could go out next week, and they're talking about new deals.
What if you guys come second and win the FA Cup?
Yeah, fuck, that's not happening, bro.
Well, that's the thing. You know what I mean? I think it's a big...
It's not happening, though. It's a big if, mate. It's a massive if. Do you know what I'm saying? When you look at the team still left in the FA Cup, we still need to get past Leicester. And then if we get past Leicester, we've then got to get past other teams, bro. We're still going to have to get past a Chelsea or a Man City again or something like that, bro. It's even a Tottenham, bro.
Yeah, understand.
There's nothing, bro. Like, Mourinho's got us second before. Do you know what I'm saying? We've won a FA Cup with Van Gaal before, and he got sacked anyway. We won a Europa League with Jose and a League Cup, and he got sacked as well. So based on what Ole's done, he hasn't earned a new deal because he hasn't won anything. All the other managers won a trophy, quicker than he's won anything, and he's not going to win nothing this year. I can see it. I can't see him winning anything.
What are the other options?
The options are get rid of him and bring in anyone with a decent CV at this point, because anyone with a decent CV will be an improvement on him because he's lost, bro. I'm seeing my club linked with fucking Ben White, Nick Pope, and some flipping Nathan Collins or something, bruv. These Brexit ballers, bruv. I can't believe this.
From Stoke,
From Stoke. What is this? Bruv, like, what is this? I'm sorry, but man have to get him out by any means, bro. Any means, because if that's who the kind of players he's looking at, we're not going to improve, bro. There's quotes coming out saying Harry Maguire wants an English partner to partner him at centre back and all these other things, bro. You're not even the best English centre back in the league.
I think you need at least 3 players. You need a new centre back. You need a new midfielder who's going to help unlock the doors, and you need a striker. Like,
but we have a couple. We've had Van der Beek, though. Is it Tim? Yeah, we've had Van der Beek.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
You know. But the thing is, though. Yeah, but the thing is, though, this is what I'm on about the club. How bad it is, mate. How did they get to a stage where Van der Beek was getting, you know, what I mean, was linked to Man United? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer surely must have said, you know what? Do I want him? Do I not want him? You know what I mean? So for me, if
I think he was offered him and just said, "Yeah, I'll have him." You know. It's like, it's not his money, is it?
But if he doesn't fit, your style of play, you don't take him, though.
You don't take him, then, do you? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I know, but I mean, I've also think the biggest thing you guys miss is you you have got some 6 strikers, but you need to overhaul your strikers because you need Haaland or someone like that. You can attract Haaland. You need a 20, 25 goal.
But he already turned us down, bruv. So we clearly can't.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, there's a goal scorer out there because it ain't Martial and it's not Rashford. I'm not saying they've got a position in the team because they do from the outside looking in, but you need that. Like, Cavani's gonna go, but from all accounts, he's like, I'm done. I want to go back to South America. He's gone. Then what? You know, you need that Ruud van Nistelrooy Percy guy who's like, guaranteed goals.
But the thing is, though, you can't trust this board. You know. You can't trust this board, though. The thing is, for me, when you look at the forward options, you probably think that's the least of our worries. I think the midfield option is more critical. The defense is more critical. But the problem is, have you got the right board to prioritize this? You got Fletcher, Myrtle, I've never heard of before. Not know what he's done. Yes, he's done stuff for the women's team or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, can you trust the board to do it? And have you got the right, you know what I mean, person who's going to challenge the board?
The situation is another thing you guys need to resolve. Like, if he played every game of the season, then you'd have more points on the board than you do, like fit Pogba. But I question, as a West Ham fan or just another football team's fan looking in, I'm like, I'm not even sure Pogba really gives a shit. Like, that's how I see it. Like, I don't know.
He should leave, blood. If Ollie's staying, he's got to leave, bro.
Yeah, he'll leave.
He's got to leave, bro. If I'm Pogba and I'm hearing that Ollie signed a new deal, I'm dipping, bro. There's no way I'm staying with this guy. This guy's gonna ruin the rest of what's left of his career, bro. It's a minor.
Yeah, so like I said, there's a bit of an overhaul going there, and that might need a new manager, Allegri or whoever, someone like that to just
Allegri's
like,
gone Shakhtar, I think. He's gone somewhere in Ukraine. Yeah.
What is that confirmed?
Yeah, apparently that's confirmed. He's got I think it's a club in Ukraine. I'm sure it is. People in the comments say
there's not that many like high caliber managers, young managers out there right now. Like, they've all been snapped up. Poch was the one I thought could go to Man U.
Yeah,
I thought that
Poch was the one. Poch was the one, and
I mean, he was holding out. I think he would have gone if the opportunity.
He made it clear, though. He made it clear. He said, "I'm here." They did the propaganda from Sky Sports. They did everything. You know, they made it sure that, you know, come and get me. And obviously, you know what I mean, Man United thought it would keep the interest in. You know what I mean? We're not saying that Ole's the main problem at Man United. Obviously, the Glazers are, but what they're doing now is they've created a shield now. They've created a shield in terms of Fletcher, Murto, Nicky Butt, and all these guys here, which Man United fans have. Yeah, so they can hide behind it. And it's a perfect kind of shield, isn't it? You know, imagine you guys had, who's your legends in the football club? You know what I mean? Joe Cole, you know what I mean? All them guys.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Bonds,
exactly. You wouldn't be saying, "Oh man, get the Glazers out," because you're thinking, "Hold on a minute, there's guys are below them, and you know they've got the perfect shield now, and it's almost as if now you've got fans who are supporting Ole solely, and disregarding anything that's above him. You know what I mean? That's for me, it's scary, man. It's very, very scary. You know what I mean? And that's why United will eventually crumble, and will become another Arsenal, where top four will become a trophy. You know.
Yeah. But it's already become that, though, because
it's become that,
Ole's probably going to get a new deal solely based on finishing in the top four. That's what he's going to get, bro, because he's not going to win shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's going to get a deal based on the top four, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's going to get a deal on that. That's dumb. He's not even a better manager than Brendan Rodgers. And this is what we have to deal with at our football club. It's banter right now.
You know what I found out today, yeah? Hansi Flick, Hansi Flick for Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
He's on, I think, 1 million less than what Ole's going to be getting if he signs a contract. It's Hansi Flick. And they've not even... I don't know if they've extended his contract yet. You know, after winning the treble and all that sort of stuff, yeah? He's on 1 million less than Flick. I know you can talk about Man United are bigger, in terms of global powerhouse, but still, though, when you look at the kind of managerial capabilities, 9 million, I think it's the fifth. It will be like the fifth most highest in the Premier League, something like that. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow, man. You know what I mean? It's almost like you guys.
Yeah, you just need an overhaul. The problem with Manchester United is because they're such a big club and they are like a global powerhouse. The money is just different there, So like, you guys, no other club would Ole get the kind of money being offered. Just because it's at Manchester United.
Yeah. He wouldn't even get the job at any other club, let alone the money, bro. Let's be real.
Would you have him at West Ham? Would you have him at West Ham?
No chance. Well,
there you go then. For me, everyone who's watching this program right now, you know what I mean? That's it, mate. If Tim, so you think Tim, right?
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah, Tim, mate. West Ham fan. He wouldn't take Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
But let me just. But that's because West Ham are a different club to you guys. So we need to get more out of players who aren't as good as yours. Does that make sense? So like, we need a manager that's like that gets more greater than the sum of its parts, and that's what he's doing right now. We've got players that are not as good as you guys, but as a team, we're comparable with you guys easily in terms of quality as a team, and that's what Moyes does for us. Whereas Ole, he does get away with moments of individual brilliance to get him out of jail, but he totally does. He's done that a lot this season, and
I didn't say that.
That's what I'm saying is like, you need. And Ole, I don't think Ole is the guy who needs to overhaul that club. And you need to shift.
He said he's not a manager, by the way. He said he's not a coach, Tim. He said he's not a coach. He said he's not a coach, he's a manager. And he's got players behind him.
Bruv, fucking Michael Carrick.
Michael Carrick and
McKenna, bruv. This club's a joke, bruv. How could Ole come out and say, Them man asked him, They asked him who's the funniest person in the dressing room. He said, I'm not in the dressing room too often or too much. I can't really say.
Guess what he said? Guess what he said as well also? This is the funny one, Tim. He goes, I like to work on things in the training ground, but we don't have enough time. And these are direct quotes from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm being serious, guys. He said we haven't got enough time in the training ground.
Let me paint a picture, right? So like, at West Ham, we have a coaching staff of Stuart Pearce, Kevin Nolan, and we have, and there's another fella, I can't remember his name, but he was he was a set piece tactician for England, which is why we're scoring so many set pieces, right? Because he's just the set piece master. And these guys, they're not the best coaches or the best footballers in the world, but they're the right personalities to get the most out of our team. And that's why we are where we are. And like with Ole, it's not necessarily are you the best coach, but for a club of that size, you need someone who can handle those egos and keep everyone happy and that kind of stuff. And you need that as a team. And you know, I'm not saying Carrick and Ole and that. I'm not in a position to say whether they're right or wrong because I'm not a Man United fan. But my suspicion is that for the size of that club, they ain't the right people. And you need to overhaul that club. You need to overhaul the management system as well to get you. If you're going to get close to Man City, but just bear in mind how much money Man City have got. Like they want a £100 million player, they're just going to buy it. It's mad.
Yeah.
Mad money.
And they will keep spending, by the way. They will keep spending, you know.
And this is the thing, and with the respect aspect, bruv, when things are not going well, Ole don't inspire confidence, bro. It's like you're saying, getting the best out of players. As soon as shit starts going sideways, players don't respect him. They don't. It's clear. They like him, but they don't respect him. He hasn't done anything in the game. He's not done nothing. They've lost four semi-finals, mate. As soon if they're in the trenches, they're not looking to the dugout.
Every time you think he's going to be sacked, he pulls out the bag, like last week. Yeah. And then everyone outside of Manchester United are like, what a performance by Man U. They can compete. They can do this. And suddenly the heat's off him. So that's when the contract talks and all that kind of stuff happen when you beat Man City 2-0 at their place. Like, they can do it. It's obvious they can do it. But, you know, the inconsistency is massive. It really is. Like when we played you at our place, I was gutted that we weren't 3-4-0 up at half time.
No,
West Ham.
Massively.
Even in the top four then, you know, and the ball went out of play and Pogba scored a worldie and it all changed. But up until that point, I was like, how the hell are we not smashing these lot? And whenever do you say that when you're playing Man U? Really? Never. The past, like in those Fergie years, you just be like beaten before you get on the pitch. And them days are finished, man, you know, and they need to get that back. If you're a Man U fan and you're used to that kind of thing, it's a tough pill to swallow at the moment because, you know, Man City are doing what they're just doing their thing without even trying, really.
Yeah, and they're 17 points clear, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that title was finished, man. I said this in November. I said, watch Man City creep to that title without anyone watching. And within like 2 months, they had 10 points clear. And I was like, I told you they were going to do that. They were like 8th or something. And they had all these games in hand and they just won every single one of them, you know? But
yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah, go on.
What I want to ask you, are you surprised by David Moyes? You know, I mean, what he's done? Because obviously, no one wanted him as manager, did they?
So he came in the first time, and I was like, I'm not renewing my season ticket if he gets the job because the football was so shit. It was absolute shit, and he got us out of it. And I will hold my hand up when he got it the second time. It was like the Pellegrini thing just failed. It was an experiment that didn't work, and he brought all these other players in that didn't care. And Moyes came in, and pre-lockdown, the jury was still out. But after that lockdown, when we got out of the relegation zone, I was like, all right, this guy's starting to put things together. And what I've realised since then is that as a manager, he just needed time. He needed time to get his players in, get the players he didn't like out, and start putting his like Everton plan in place. And so I'll hold my hand up to say I was wrong about him, and he's a perfect example of giving a manager time to put his own things in place. Now, I'm not saying that he was ever going to do that at Man United because that's a different kettle of fish. Maybe he would have done given the time, but at West Ham where there's less pressure, and I think the lockdown has helped him because there's less. There's no fans in the stadium. There's less pressure on him, and there's less eyes on what he's doing. So he can kind of get on with it behind the scenes and put his. So he's never, you know, people aren't balling him out on a touch line or and go at him or whatever. So he's just less intense. So he's been able to put his thing in place and do it without all the eyes being on him. You know, that's how it's helped him a lot. And now I think he's kind of, you know, before that West Ham job, I think his career, people really doubted his career. Whereas now, I think like he's kind of put all that to bed now. If he left West Ham tomorrow, he'd go and get another good job, and I think people trust him.
And that's the difference, isn't it? That's a difference. You know what I mean? With Ole, you know what I mean?
Confidence in him.
Would he get a top 15 job, top 15 clubs in the Premier League?
He's not getting a job in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He's not getting a job in the Premier League right now.
I don't think Sheffield United would take him, would they? Wilder left now. Would Sheffield United take him? I'm not too sure.
It's a very odd situation with him, like because he's
a legend. That's right.
You know,
that's the problem. If he wasn't a legend in his football club, I tell you what, mate, the whole of the fan base would have said, you know what, he's not good enough. He's not good enough, and that's the reality, mate. What I've done is I've separated the sentiment and what I want was best for Man United, and I've said that for 2 years now. You know what I mean? I've said I separate the sentiment of what I want, and that's what United fans need to do, man. You need to get real guys, man. You know what I mean? And realize that we are an elite club, but we're not acting like it because the board are an issue, but also the manager's not good enough. Simple as that.
And I think that is the issue. The issue is that, you know, to all intents and purposes, you guys are an elite football club.
Yeah.
But you're not. But as a football club, as an institution. But but with your football, you're not. You know, reconciling. How do you reconcile that when you're so used to it? And is it a blip?
Imagine this,
or
Tim.
Is one of these things?
Imagine this, Tim. Man United as an entity are what? Probably the biggest brand in the world football.
Yeah,
you know,
$4 billion or something.
Yeah. What do big clubs or big brands do? They get the best in class, don't they? Imagine Man United could just say to anyone, they could technically have the arrogance to say, I want to get the best director of football there is. Okay, cool. I want to get the best chairman there is. Grab that. But they don't want to do that. They want to make it a cash cow. They want to make it so they're invincible. The Glazers are invincible, and nobody can question what they do. It's almost like for me, I look at it and I think it's like a dictatorship.
But it is though.
That's one of your big issue is the Glazers. The way
massively.
They're putting in people that aren't going to challenge them. That's it. They're putting in people that ain't going to challenge them, and they're going to make their money.
It's £150 million dividends or something last season. Yeah. So mental. Like, it was mad.
And 20 million every time now they've done. Yeah.
Yeah, but the club is in so much debt, you know, because of the way they structured that deal when they took over. It's crazy. But like, I don't know, like you look at the fortunes of clubs over time, and it kind of goes peaks and troughs, and you've got like Barcelona in the shit at the moment. Real Madrid ain't going to win the league, you know. And do these clubs have like periods where they're not the top dogs and they come back? Like, you know, Man United are in that situation now, and it's a cycle. Maybe they're in a cycle where they need to try and find their feet, but they need stability. And I think that's the problem at board level. They're like, one of the problems is you can't just keep chopping and changing. So do we just? We had 3 managers, none of them lot worked long term. So we just need to give this guy a chance. Maybe that's their thinking. I don't know. Like,
but the thing is, though, Barcelona, what they're doing now is what they do. They have presidentials. So what they do now is there's presidential. You know what I mean? Candidates. Whoever wins this now wins as president of the football club. The fans have a say. There's a democracy about it.
I do. Yeah.
There's a democracy about it. Bayern Munich, there's a share, the fans have a share in the football club where they can make a footballing decision or they can contribute to a football decision. Manchester United, the guys, what they're saying now is you can buy a certain percentage of the football club, but you have no say in the football club. And whilst we do that, we're going to take dividends out of this football club. That's what they're doing. You know what I mean? So
we got our owners are a joke as well. Like, they're just bleeding us dry and just give a fuck really about our institution. Look where we're playing our football. Horrible. Horrible place to play football. You know, we didn't want to go there, and like it is frustrating as a fan when this kind of stuff happens. You think you got no say in the matter. Me and Rance have discussed this before. Like, it does get like masked when your club's doing well. You forget about these kind of things. But again, it's because we're not going to matches. When you go to them matches, I'm telling you now, 90% of West Ham fans hate that stadium. They hate it.
Yeah.
And if we could get out of there tomorrow, we'd all be like, let's move to
I avoid going that stadium. You know what I mean?
I would advise all Manchester United fans to not go to that stadium when you're going to an away game. Don't bother.
Yeah,
You can watch
I'm
it.
not
You
gonna
can
go.
have you on
It's
TV.
horrible, the away seats. You can't see nothing, bro. Literally, you're just getting
The ones
headaches,
at the
bro.
top are a joke. They're a joke.
Yeah, they're a
like miles from the pitch. Miles. And there's this
Jeez,
massive gap in the middle.
Yeah.
In the front row, it's not bad. Like in that bottom tier, it's okay. But behind, in the top, forget. If your seat's in there, just send it to someone else. Don't go.
Yeah.
I just advise it. It's just,
That's mad.
That's exactly what it is, man. So, like, if you got shit owners, you're going through it. Do you know what I'm saying? But Moyes, I think that Moyes is turning your team into what he turned Everton into, which was a very respectable, do you know what I mean, team that challenged for like top 8, top 6
that's the
every
template,
season.
100%.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's a few players. Now, there's a few players that are integral to that, which we need to keep hold of.
Yeah,
Rice,
like your Souček,
Ogbonna and Antonio at the moment.
Yeah,
that's the spine of the
that's
team.
core
And
of the team. Yeah, replacing
Rice
Noble
is-
as well. That could be, you know.
Yeah, so that's another player we need to replace this year. And I think they will sign Lingard as well. He's always said he
Fair
wants
play, man.
The inside source says that he said he wants to come and he wants to sign permanently. But Rice is the one. You guys will try and buy Rice. I'm telling you, you will.
Yeah,
and you have to pay
want
more
him.
than £100 million for him as well.
Yeah,
But
we're not getting Declan because we're not going to pay that money, innit? They're going to
Yeah.
go
I hope
Stoke
not.
and
I hope
sign
not.
some flipping dead baller. I can see it right now already. We're going to end up buying someone cheap and someone crap because we're only getting linked with shit players. You know what I mean, that's what happens when you got these guys in charge, innit? I ain't been linked with no one that I want at my football club in a minute. You know what I mean? So when you got Darren Fletcher pulling strings, like, I mean, I wouldn't answer my phone if he called me, innit? Like, it's one of them ones with Darren Fletcher.
That's probably why, because he played at Stoke, didn't he? So he's probably had a few.
He's got no clout in football, man.
Mm.
That's another thing that you get when you get top managers in football. You get clout. Do you know what I'm
So I tell you
saying?
the
That's
reason
what
why you come
get.
Man United, though. The only reason why I think players will come Man United now, for me, will be purely money now, and that's a sad reality. You know, I mean, Cavani. Listen, I loved it when Cavani came in, but when he's talking about he's not feeling comfortable anymore and all that, it just makes you think what was his actual desires?
He only came for the money.
Yeah, 200 grand a week is he on or something like that?
Yeah, and he was gonna go Benfica,
that's
bro.
To end his career. Yeah.
Bro, he was gonna be at Benfica, and United offered him.
On the CV.
You know,
He's
so
got some good
whoever
goals for you. I
comes,
think he's a dangerous player.
he is.
Got,
But
what, 7 goals or something like that. I think he's got 6 or 7 goals, and he's always
and
injured.
this is one of the problems that you have at the moment is that you guys in recent years have been signing journeyman strikers. They're good players, Cavani, Ibrahimovic, etc., but they're the wrong side of 30. What happened to the days when you were like Van Nistelrooy, Andy Cole, Louis Saha, like players that were banging 20, 25? You need them days back, and you need to find them players. And like you said, as an institution and the size of Man U, you've got to pay the going rate and just suck it up. But that's the problem with the Glazers; they don't want to do that.
If you were Haaland,
but they
now,
need to.
If you were Haaland now, where would you go?
You wouldn't go Man United. Bro, you go Real Madrid, bro. You just seen fucking Sergio Ramos come out the other day and say, "Yo, like, I want Haaland and Mbappe." Fuck having to choose between them. Do you know what I'm saying? But he said, you know what? It's probably easier to get Haaland because of his contract. Bro, Real Madrid will go and buy both of them.
But there's issues with Zidane. Like, they reckon Zidane's going to leave. Like, I think, what you guys need to do if you're going to get players like that, you need to sell them a project, sell them a plan, and that's the issue right there. Is like, what is the plan?
The plan is Darren Fletcher. the plan is Darren Fletcher telling you a PowerPoint of how good Man United were. That's the plan.
There's some Salford City players I think you guys are looking at the moment as well.
Oh my!
Probably, mate. Probably. You know what I mean? And they're probably better than Dan James as well. Like, it is, but it is what it is. When I look at this team, there's no optimism going forward. There's none whatsoever. As long as Ollie and them scrubs behind him are there, the likes of the Carricks, McKennas, and all of these guys are not even League One level coaches. Like, Michael Carrick's had his badges for about 18 months. Do you know what I'm saying? The geezer played under Jose, bruv. He played under Jose. Now he's an assistant manager.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to, like, getting the right coaching staff for the stature of the club. So West Ham have Kevin Nolan. Kevin Nolan was a sick Premier League player, probably not good enough for England, but solid. When if you were playing against Nolan and he was playing for Bolton or Newcastle, you were like, Shit, man.
Yeah.
No
Look
one's
at
been playing in the problems
look
today.
at Barcelona.
Stuart Pearce
Look at
is still a kind of
yeah.
player.
Mm.
You
Look
know,
at Barcelona. You know what I
we've
mean?
got the right, the right coaches for the right team. And Barcelona, yeah, go on, carry on, man.
I'm just sorry to cut you off, but I'm just thinking that, you know, Puyol, when he's lurking up, they just say to him, "Nah, mate, sit. I'm gonna give you a little box here. Just sit in there and just, you know what I mean, make it look pretty and just sign a few autographs for the people. In it. Don't you know? We know your level in it. We know our level. You know your level. Until you get some experience, don't even try come down here." Whereas Man United say to Fletcher, "Yeah, put the kit on." Get the kits ready. Go to the mega store. But you know what I mean. We'll give you a few kit, and the next thing you know, come train with us, and then later on, we'll give you the football directive you want. You know what I mean?
Bruv,
Like,
he came in as just a coach, and now all of a sudden, like, he's football director, bro. That man made a role for him.
But that's so like transparent that it's just to appease the fans. It's totally transparent.
Exactly.
How much influence does he really have? Really? Like, is it? I mean, it's worrying if he is in that role in a serious capacity, because what qualifications does he have?
None.
No,
Not at all.
Exactly. And it's like sometimes when you're our assistant coaches, they've been managers at the lower league or championship and sometimes Premier League, and they failed. Right? But they learned lessons during that, which means that as coaches, they know how to get the best out of players at the level that West Ham are at. So we're not challenging for the Premier League, but we're punching around the top 4 right now, and I think we deserve to be there. Because I saw a stat the other day that since lockdown, so basically the last third of last season, if you took the league from then till now, West Ham are 6th in the league. So it's not like a blip or a bit of form. This has been going on for a calendar year. You know, so we deserve to be where we are. But we've got the right ingredients for the club of our side and where we expect to be. And I think that's where the problem is at United, is that the balance is gone. It's like the club are up here, the owners treat it like their own cash cow, and it's something that's got like stature for them to boast about, but they don't really treat it like the institution that it is.
Yeah.
So therefore, you get coaches and managers and players that are mediocre and are not right for the club. So you haven't got the right football person in who says, no, this is what we've got to do if you want to start getting results on the pitch and winning the Champions League and challenging seriously for the Premier League. It's like a disconnect between the two things, you know. And
absolutely,
it must be kind of frustrating for you guys because,
hey,
as a Man U fan, you're used to winning the league every year.
Bro, well, this is what it is, bro. Darren Fletcher ain't barely even got his coaching badges, bruv. And I mean, and now he's technical director of football. What the fuck does he know, bro? Like, what course did he go and do to get to do that? Do you know what I mean? Like, whose numbers does he have in his phone book that's going to be beneficial to the football club? Well, people at Stoke and flipping West Brom where he played. Some joke, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at all the top clubs in Europe here. What connection does he have to the French league or the Italian league or the Spanish league? None. Like, the guy's useless, bro. Like, I just don't get it.
Questions should also be asked about your scouting network as well. Like,
it's horrible.
I'm not one to say anything because our scouting network is actually non-existent. When Moyes came in, we did not have a scout. We had none. We had no scouting network. Pellegrini took it with him, so we didn't have anyone. But someone at Man U, you should have 5 or 6 scouts out all the time for every single league, because you've got the money to pay people good wages to go and find the best player who's ripping up, you know, I don't know, even like the second division of like of League 2 or something in France, or you get these gems, you know.
Yeah, but this is the problem. Every other club has it, bro. Like, Leicester keep replacing, everyone they sell for big money with top players, bro. Leicester keep doing it. Do you know what I mean? They had Mahrez, Kante. Bruv, they sold Mahrez, Kante, Maguire, and Chilwell, for well over 200 million, and they're almost better off for it. Do you know what I'm saying? You look at teams like Leeds. Leeds got Rafinha. Wolves got like Pedence and Neto and flipping Jota and all these players, that they keep churning out. Everton gone and got James Rodriguez and all these other things because Ancelotti was there. Like, when you have good managers, you get clout, you get their black book, you get their contacts, all these things. Oli came in, pretty much with a bunch of nobodies, brought Mick Phelan back from Australia. Do you know what I mean? Like, what the hell's that, bruv? We still got one of David Moyes' flipping stuff from when he first was there. Like, bruv, the setup's dead, bro. Like, when you actually look at the team, There's no experience there. There's no nous, and there's no diversity. They're all flipping old English guys as well, bro. Like, what do they know about the world of football, bro?
I'm surprised they haven't gone back to Fergie and just said, look,
They might as well.
We need some consultancy. Just come on, help us out with getting the structure.
Yeah, but even
right,
Fergie's outdated now, bro. He's an old man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all well and good. Like, he can come and do the team talks or come and stand there, yeah. But
I don't, not even to that degree, but like
he used to send his son to go scout players back in the day. You know the man before Carlos Queiroz came here. He used to send his bloody son to go sit down and watch players, bro. It's only when Queiroz came and we started getting the links with Sporting Lisbon and all these other things, we started making successful foreign signings and that. Most of Fergie's foreign signings, he signed from within the Prem. Saha came from Fulham. Cantona came from Leeds. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all these guys he signed from the Prem, bro. They were no-brainer signings. Dwight York was at Aston Villa. They're all no-brainer signings, bro. He never made many successful signings, yeah, from overseas, foreign players. Our scouting network was never amazing, bro. We made bare obvious signings, bro. Like, that's cool, but football's changed as a game now. Like, how are all these teams getting all these top players? We missed out on Ndombele. We needed a midfielder. He ends up at Tottenham. Stuff like that. And it's like, if anyone knows Ball, they know who he is. There's kids in this chat right now under the age of 18 and they know who all the ballers are. But United don't. That's mad to me, bro.
Yeah. And it's even stranger just because money's not an issue, really, with Man United. It's like other clubs are hamstrung by the budget. What's that budget for this season? Well, like West Ham had to go and buy Thomas Suchek because they could afford it for 16 mil. But what still? Yeah. But we made mistakes in this transfer market with similar kind of players, whereas you guys don't really have that budget issue. So,
well, there you go. If you can get a Suchek, who walks into our team now, for 16 million, Suchek's better than Fred and McTominay. And then I look at players like Tielemans, who went to Leicester for 40 million euros. He was there on loan. United weren't interested. We didn't even make a bid. Fabinho walked to Liverpool for like 30 million.
Yeah.
But bruv,
it's just where is the scouting network that's able to say, right, this is a good budget we've got. These are the players, and they should just have like a shortlist every position that you need.
Yeah.
But they don't seem to be like, you are signing players that I would be like, I wouldn't be very happy if he came to West Ham. Like Daniel James, I don't watch enough of Daniel James. But I was surprised.
You're not missing anything, mate.
Swansea. And I was like, if he came to West Ham, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm not sure about it. I don't know about him. Is he the kind of player that's going to keep us up? Probably not. And a friend of mine was playing, you know, that Football Index sucker. It's gone bust now, but basically you could buy players and it was like a kind of betting thing, but you knew it built on statistics. Last season, statistically, the best two players in the championship were Said Benrahma and Jared Bowen. And we bought both of those guys. And I remember him ringing me up saying, trust me, you've got the two best players from the championship this season. Trust me, they will come good, both of them.
There you go, exactly. Benrahma's another one. He got linked with Arsenal, stuff like that. Dan James, we got Dan James, Eze's gone to fucking Palace and ripping it up there.
Palace.
Now I'm saying, he won't be there for much longer. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you guys have gone and got Bowen and Benrahma. Do you know what I mean? And there's a young striker down there now, banging goals, and he'll be out of there soon as well.
Yeah,
and United won't buy him.
Ivan Toney.
And Tony, and United won't sign him either.
Who's that?
Ivan Toney, bro.
Ivan Toney. He scored, he scored like 30 goals this season already. Something mad.
Bruv, he'll be in the Prem next season, and he'll probably end up going West Ham or something. You know what I mean? Or one of them teams there, not United.
We've already inquired. We have inquired about him already.
You see what I'm saying?
Because we need a player to help Antonio. If Antonio's injured, Antonio never plays a full season because he's too. Like one of our fans is he was a sprinter, basically won a gold medal in the Olympics for England, and he was on one of like the fan channels for West Ham, and he was basically saying with Antonio, he's such a highly tuned athlete that he cannot continue to just bomb around the pitch, etc., because his muscles are tuned in a way where it's like short sprints only. If he's jogging around and doing 10k in a game, his hamstrings are going to go. It's just inevitable. That's just the way.
Yeah, he's just a power. He's a power athlete.
Power, yeah,
innit?
power.
Yes,
And
so
that's what I mean. If you get Tony as
was
backup,
saying that.
yeah, you get Tony
So
as
you need
backup.
Tony could never play 30 games, 38 games. You need Tony or someone like that. Where it's like when Antonio's out, bring that guy in. And I think that's what Moyes is trying to do: is have a player in every position. Where if someone's out, you can bring that guy in and just play two systems, either 5-3-2, or he plays 4-4-2, and he can switch. And the one thing he has introduced, which we've never been able to do traditionally, is switch between two systems and never look out of sorts. So if we go from 4 to 5, we look just as good, but in a different way. And that's a massive change that he's brought in. He approaches games against different teams with different formations and different lineups. So when I saw the lineup today and Noble playing and Johnson's playing, I'm like,
you're still confident.
There's a reason.
Johnson as well. Sorry to cut you off, Tim, but Johnson gave Rashford a torrid time the last fixture. You know when at home, we were at home. It's decent. It's decent. Yeah.
And they have a good player we bought with Soufal at right back, like $5 million cost.
Revelation.
He's worth 25-30. Easy.
Is he in the Euros, by the way? Is he going to be in the Euros?
Yeah, he plays for Czech Republic, yeah.
Are they going to be in the Euros?
And Souček is captain. I think they are. I'm not sure. Like, he's a hard nut. Like, he's the last player I want to play against on a winger.
Well, Dan Dave's going to play against him today.
When we played Villa away, Frederick's done a number on Grealish, and he got up to apologise, and Soufal came out and just grabbed Frederick and said, "Don't apologise to him," and pushed him away.
Wow.
And that's what I like. That energy. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Harsh.
That's it, bro. That's what it is, man. So, but that's what I mean. You're a lot happier with where your club is than ours, and that speaks volumes. And you've got our old gaffer. You know the ones there. Like it's mad.
But expectation as well, man. Like
of course, but I'll take Moyes back ahead of Oli all day. I'll take him back.
Yeah, but you guys
the mad thing?
Pounded him out, man.
But you know the difference was the reason we got rid of Moyes because the expectations were still high because it was off the back of Sir Alex Ferguson. You know them ones. That's all it was, bro.
I think he came in a very, an impossible job. That was impossible.
Gutter right now, bro. So because of that, if they think Ollie's decent, they'll be loving David Moyes now. Do you know what I mean? Like I think David Moyes, the biggest problem was that he came in at a time where people were still mourning Sir Alex Ferguson. Now everyone's over it.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially Rio one.
I agree.
There's not a manager in this league, right now that I wouldn't take instead of Oli, bruv, if it meant that he's gone tomorrow. Not a single one.
Chris Wilder's got a job. He's free. He ain't got a job.
Bruv, listen, Wilder, bruv, what Wilder done with Stoke, last season,
Sheffield.
Oli could never do. Sheffield, Stoke, same thing, same colours and that. Dead thing. But he kept them up. With Sheffield, he kept them up though. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna go down now.
He didn't just keep them up, man.
They're gonna go down now. He's another Brexit manager, but at least he does it better. Ollie's a joker. At least they were organised. Sheffield United. There's no organisation with this Man United team. You see, when I look at these man, I just see a manager that's there for a good time and not a long time. And I hope that's the case. Because if he's there for a long time, bro, expect tears, bro. Scott Parker's got Fulham sourcing, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Scott Parker, rated, man.
Good manager.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where we have to see what happens. Bro, man said not Steve Bruce. Steve Bruce, what do you mean? Club legend, bro. Steve Bruce. Are you
Stay away from club legends, man.
I think Steve Bruce should go to Man U. I think
Steve Bruce is a scrub.
Whoever that guy was there, that is a good shot.
Steve Bruce is a scrub, bruv, and he's still better manager than Oli. That's how mad it is.
Nah, they're balancing each other, man. They're balancing. Yo.
No, they're not. They're not.
They're not,
bruv.
They're balancing each other, man. They're balancing each other.
Bro, there's not a worse manager in the league than Oli. I refuse. Not even Steve Bruce, bro.
No, Bruce.
Look at the players he's got.
Definitely worse, bro.
If Steve Bruce was at Newcastle, they would already. If Oli was at Newcastle, they'd already be in the championship.
Yeah, no. But Bruce, man. You hear about? Oh man, Bruce.
They would already be in the championship right now.
I'd be great, I'd be great. Mahela would go be up down there if I had Bruce involved, mate.
Facts.
I'm telling you, man.
Facts, bro.
So what's your boys' prediction?
Oli would already have them in the champ.
1-1.
Prediction for the game, I'm going 1-1. What are you saying, Tim?
It depends what Man U turn up. You could tear us a new one, or we'll nick it 2-1. But I'm going to go.
I don't see us tearing anything.
It's going to be a tight game. Tight game.
Mm.
Do you remember last season's game just after lockdown? 1-1. Antonio scored a penalty. Pogba handballed it in the area. Greenwood scored, and it was just an even game. And 1-1 was a fair result. I think that's what's going to happen tonight.
Yeah.
But the only thing I see United tearing is a hamstring or something. One of our players going to get injured, blood. That's about it, because Oli keeps overplaying them.
Whatever happens, it'll be a tight match.
Yeah.
But big up everyone inside.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Make sure you lot follow King Apparel if you haven't already. Obviously, you lot always see me rocking the brand anyway. You already know how it is, man. So make sure you go follow King Apparel on Insta and look out for the new drops, man. I got my catalog already. The stuff's looking mad. So, you lot make sure you follow them on Instagram. Hopefully,
yeah, thanks, bro.
Yeah, hopefully Tim's stressed after the game. You know them ones, but I don't know. We'll have to see, man. Big up everyone inside.
Your WhatsApp's going to be pinging off. So
I'm going on flight mode if we lose anyway. It's fine.
You don't disturb. Do not disturb. I use that one a lot.
Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone. Smash the like button.
All right.
You know what I mean? And I'll see you in the watch along stream, guys.